How to do social circle game, how to meet and date and have sex with, or perhaps create relationships with, that would be dating/sexual relationships with, new women through women or men you already know through your social circle. I've never talked about this, and in this video, I'm going to discuss 5 steps that I know for a fact work that you can emulate and be successful in this area. Now, to be clear, I am not a social circle game expert. I do not consider myself a social circle game guy. However, that being said, at least 15%, maybe even 20% of all the women I've been with, which is not a short list, have been through some sort of social circle game. The other 85% or so were through online dating. I'm Black Dragon, that's my specialty. There are various subsets of online dating. There's normal online dating, there's social media game, there's sugar daddy game, there's salt daddy game, and I've done all those in great detail because that's what I'm good at. And social circle game works the same way. There are several subsets of social circle game. I've used normal social circle game. I've also used referral game, which is a topic on its own, a little outside the scope of this video. But there are different types of these things, just to be aware of this. I'm just saying I've been successful to some degree in this area, but I don't consider myself an expert. So take whatever advice I give you with a grain of salt. Number 1, top of the list. I do not recommend social circle game for introverts as a primary method of meeting new women. So let me explain that. If you are an extrovert and you want social circle game to be your primary method, great, go for it. You'll love it. You might be very good at it. Awesome. If you are an introvert like me, yes, I'm actually an introvert. I know it's hard to tell, but I am. If you're an introvert, you should consider social circle game as a supplement to your primary method of bringing new women into your life. As I've talked about in my books and my blogs and everywhere else, there are only 4 types of game. There's night game, meeting women at bars and clubs and things like that at night. There's day game, meeting women during the day, cold approach. There's online dating, several different kinds. And then there's social circle game. If you're an introvert, you should pick night game, day game, or online game. Focus on one of those, get very good at one of those, consider those your mainstay, and then do social circle game on the side as a supplement. I think it is a big mistake for introverts to focus 100% on social circle game because you'll hate it. It's not your natural strength. You have other strengths in other areas. Let the extroverts be 100% good at that, and you do some social circle game, which is basically what I did. I just said this. Only about 15% of the women I've been with were through social circle game. Now, 50% is a lot, but 85% plus were through other means. Make sense? Cool. Item number 2, you must go slow. Social circle game is a slow burn proposition. In most cases, there are rare exceptions. But it doesn't work like day game, night game, or online dating where there's a very specific process of you meet her, your first date, you do these things, second date, do these things, get laid. It doesn't work that way with social circle game. You have to be much more patient and much more organic when you run social circle game. If you try to push social circle game, if you try to sexually escalate on women in your social circle too quickly, it will fail, and it will fail on multiple levels. Number 1, it will fail on her because you're not out on a date. You're not in a sexual environment. You're not in a dating environment. So that's why you're pushing the envelope if you really push the sexual stuff too soon. Number 1. Number 2, and even worse, it will fail doubly because what'll happen is when you move too fast with her, guess what she's going to do? She's going to go tell all the other girls in your social circle what you did and how she didn't like it. She's going to say, oh my God, he tried to make a pass at me. He tried to fuck me. What a fucking loser. And all the other girls go, oh my God, that's dumb. Yeah, he is a loser. Oh my God. Right? Very different than, oh, I hooked up with him. He was pretty good. Whole different scenario, right? Right. So you have to be very, very careful and take this very slowly. I see a lot of guys, usually extroverted guys, who push this stuff too hard. They try to have sex with all their female friends. They go way too hard, way too fast. They start, grabbing their boobs or talking about how they have a nice ass and complimenting how pretty they are, trying to set up dates way too soon. You've got to be patient and play not the long game, but not the short game. It may take many, many, many meets with other people in the room before a woman is comfortable in your social circle to actually have sex with her. Be aware of this. Are there unusual exceptions to the rule? Yes, outside the scope of this video. But generally speaking, you got to be patient with this stuff. By the way, if you like this content, dating multiple attractive women while having location-independent income, living the freest lifestyle a man can have, Alpha Male 2.0. You should subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell, put a like on this video, leave a comment on this video, and that way you'll be sure to get this content in the future for free. Number 3, and this is a strong corollary to number 2. With social circle game, you must demonstrate and practice massive outcome independence. Critical. Now, outcome independence is something you need for all forms of game. Outcome independence, as I've talked about many times, is the most attractive quality you have to women that is non-physical. However, it is doubly important with social circle game because you have to move more slowly. Number 1. Number 2, the other men in her social circle, what do they not have? Outcome independence. So every other guy in her social circle, your social circle, will be most likely either a needy, slobbering beta male friend zone orbiter or a big, loud, dominant, kind of pushy Andrew Tate alpha male 1.0 type guy. Neither of those men demonstrate outcome independence. You have to be the outcome independent man in the group. And that ensures 2 things. Number 1, it raises the automatic attraction for women who know you in a social context. Number 2, it helps you take it slow. If you're super excited to fuck her and you can't wait to get in there, you're not outcome independent. She's going to smell that on you. It's going to damage your odds and cause all the problems I just talked about a minute ago. Outcome independence is critical for all dating, but you need outcome independence on steroids if you do social circle game, which is another reason why you should probably do social circle game in conjunction with some other way in which you're already having women, already getting laid, already successful, already having a pipeline of new women into your life. This will help your outcome independence. Number 4, and this should be obvious, but this is a big one. A lot of guys avoid this or don't know how to do this. Use social proof. Social proof works. When other attractive women like you, other attractive women, new attractive women will also like you. Now, there's a double-edged sword to this, is that if you're Mr. Friend Zone with a bunch of attractive girls, you'll just attract more attractive girls who will also friend zone you. That's not what you want. When attractive women know that other attractive women like you sexually, or even better, have had sex with you, this does, I'm not kidding, 60, 70, 80% of the work for you. A strong percentage of the social circle game I've done is through other women I've already had sex with, other attractive women who referred or knew other attractive women they knew, and I'm not kidding. Anywhere from 50 to 70 to 80% of the work was already done for me because the other attractive women, the new ones, knew I was vetted. I was already attracted to other attractive women they knew and trusted, and it was very, very easy. How can you do social proof? There's many, many, many ways. Obviously, if you're already dating a woman who is attractive, let other women see her. Let other women know that attractive women like you. Put it on your social media. My wife is pretty hot, and believe me, that's helped me with other women when they see pictures of us together. It helps. Worst case scenario, you can do some kind of wing woman thing. That's mostly a thing for day game and night game. You could adopt some kind of social circle model for this, where you have a really attractive friend just go out with you, female friend, who go out with you and not let her be seen with you. Do whatever you can do both in real life and in social media to show that other attractive women like you, ideally sexually or have had sex with you, not friend zone. Although in some respects, friend zone social circle game might be better than nothing. You just got to be very careful with it. You get my point. Number 5, this is one that a lot of guys screw up on, especially more player guys, alpha type guys. With social circle game, be very, very nice to the women you have sex with. If you get laid and you're the typical player and you play it cool, or you treat her like shit, or you're really cold the next day, what she's going to do is what I said earlier. She's going to go tell all her friends, he's a fuckboy, he's a piece of shit, he treated me like shit, and all the other women will run away from you. It's not like, oh, wow, women like bad boys, so they'll all... No, that's not how it works in close social circles. What you want is the other women in the social circle to see you not only have sex with cute girls, but that the cute girls you've had sex with, when they talk to them, have nothing negative to say about you. Either it's all neutral or it's all positive. You want everything that comes out of a woman's mouth who you've already had sex with to be positive to other women she knows, or at a bare minimum, not say anything negative. And if you are kind of shitty or cold, or you push too hard, or you don't text her the next day, or all the other myriad of things that women complain about, if you do those things, You might hook up with one woman in your social circle, but no other women in your social circle because you poison the well by not being nice to her. And that's the bottom line behind a lot of this stuff is you don't want women in your social circle complaining to other women about you. That is death. You can't have any of that. So you have to very closely manage the relationships you have successfully with women in your social circle, which will be more likely to bring other women to you with a minimal amount of work. Those are the 5 top things that I have for social circle game. If this is a popular topic and you want me to do more videos on this, let me know in the comments and I will do that. In the meantime, I did a video podcast on social circle game, one aspect of it. You should check that out right there and I'll see you in that video.